Hello, and welcome to Fletch Flips. You know, if Leslie and I knew that flipping things on eBay and Facebook Marketplace could be so lucrative, we would have done it a long, long time ago. Let's see what the heck we made over the weekend. It's pretty darn awesome. Let's go. See what we sold. We sold this pair of Olakai sandals. Picked these up at a thrift store for $6 plus the tax. We sold them for $24.77 plus the $10.23 shipping. That gave us a net profit of $17.40, 274% return on our money. It's a good start to the weekend. I had put this Canon AE1 camera up for sale for auction last weekend on eBay. We paid $22.26 for this. We got a discount on it. They were asking, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was like 40% off or whatever. And I took it home and I had a roll of film, because I always kind of keep those around. And I took a roll of pictures uh, with it, and I took them into the developing store at Walgreens. And I did that way back in November. I just got the film back. I don't know what they were doing. And they get it sent back to me. They said that they had changed over their machine to do black and white film, which is what I took the pictures in, because that roll of film's cheaper than any of them. And so I filled the roll of film up with pictures, took it in there, and it took them 3 months to get it back because they finally got their dang machine, I guess. And they were all blank. I went, really? So I just says I gave up. So I just put it up for sale as is, parts only, not working. Buy at your own risk. It ended up bringing $51 with two bids, plus the shipping of $10.23. We still ended up netting a net profit after eBay fees and stuff of $25.46. So that's 114% return on our $22.26. As I've said before, it's hard to lose money if you pay attention to what you're doing, buying things and getting them right. Now, this could have turned into a loss, but AE1 cameras bring good money even if they're not working, as you can see. And it wouldn't be a weekend if we didn't sell a Kirby item. Only sold this one item. I had just listed this. I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace, and I went out Friday and picked it up at the buyer's home because I was going to be in that area. I paid $50 for the entire Kirby and all the attachment parts. And this is the first item to sell. I got those all listed. We sold it for $24.77 with free shipping. That gave us a net profit of $13.72. Not all bad. I put $2 into this because there were so many attachments and the parts that I get off the Kirby. It comes out to pretty cheap per item. Well, golf season's coming around the corner here in Southwest Michigan, and I'm glad to see that we're starting to sell some golf stuff. You saw the golf bag, or going to see a golf bag and golf clubs we sold. We sold another golf bag, and we sold this older model of tailor-made LCG burner sandwich. Sold it for $27.77 plus $12.23 shipping. That made us a net profit of $25.88. Now keep in mind, my girl Leslie snagged these golf clubs at a garage sale about 2 miles from our house that we happened to drive by. She saw that bag of clubs sitting up there and she got out of the car and she bolted. She went and she grabbed it, and lo and behold, we ended up buying this whole set of clubs. The lady just says, "How about $10?" I says, "I'm in." There were 10 of them. Got them for $1 a piece. And like I said, $25.88 profit on just this one iron. We've sold 3 or 4 others of them. The others are still listed, but they'll sell. They always do. Picked this tripod up in an estate sale. We had to pay, what was it we paid for this one? We paid $5. No, this was at a thrift store, $5.30. And we sold it for $27.77 plus the shipping of $16.55. That gave us a net profit of $20.29, a nice return, 383% return in 111 days. I'm in on that all day long. And my girl found this item, another Scott's handheld adjustable lawn spreader at an estate sale we went to just a week to 10 days ago. Bought it for $2. It was 50% off. It was the second day of the sale. It sold right away for $17.77. And that gave us a profit of $14.28. That's a 714% return on a $2 investment. Pretty darn nice. Well, those 6 items I just showed you made us some pretty solid returns on our investment. Now let's take a look at the smalls that we sold for the weekend. They all add up to cash. We had a total of 11 smalls this weekend. We start out with this Coleman lantern globe. Sold it for $17.77 plus $2.23 shipping. We only had a buck or so in this. And as soon as I'm done showing you these smalls, I'm going to show you the breakdown of what smalls can make you. Smalls are items that we make less than $12 net profit on. And they do add up. So stick around. You're going to see it in just a minute. But we sold the globe, and then we sold some parts to a Nelson traveling sprinkler. Got $1 into these is all. These traveling sprinklers sell well when you tear them apart. We've done a lot of them. I've probably bought a dozen to maybe even 15, 20 of these Nelson sprinklers. They're heavy cast iron, and they look like a small yellow tractor. So keep your eyes open. They're a good bolo because they add up to good money, and you typically can buy them for like $5. But we sold that for $15.77 plus the shipping. And we also sold, a Patagonia hat. This was the second one of these. This one had been used. The other one was brand new. We bought them at a thrift store for under $2 each. The first one brought like $27 or so. And this one, we got the price of $7.77 plus the shipping on it. So it made us a little profit. These 3 hats we've had for quite some time. Actually, one of them was a little over a year. And it was obviously time for them to go. And I relisted them just last week. And these 3 all sold at these prices, and I'm glad to see them gone, but we still made some money. We sold this Transitions hat for $10.77 with free shipping. We sold the Las Vegas hat we picked up at a garage sale for 50 cents. Sold it for $11.77 plus $2.23 shipping. And we sold this Robin Ruth hat. When I comped this, when I originally bought it, some of these Robin Ruth hats brought pretty good money, but we've sat on this for months, and it finally went away at $12.77. All 3 of them still made money. If you want to see how I relist things to get rid of them, check out the video that I'm going to put a link to below. And what would a weekend be without selling more puzzles? My girl Leslie, she puts them together left and right. She loves it. Got a beautiful little puzzle table she does them on. Got her a new LED overhead light to lighten them up for us. And she got them together, and we got them listed, and we sold 3 puzzles this weekend. We sold this "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," which is a Charles Wysocki puzzle for $15.77 free shipping. There's a lot of these listed, and I always price them at $15.77 when there's a lot. We want to move them. We don't want to collect them. And we also sold another one for $15.77. The same lady bought both of them, so that really worked out well. We were able to combine the shipping on them and save us some money. And we sold a White Mountain puzzle, Crossing America. And great little puzzle. Sold that for $17.77. The 3 of them made us some money, and Leslie got the enjoyment of putting them together. Picked these 2 items up for 94 cents a piece. Sold the first one for $17.77 and the other one for $13.77. One of these went to Puerto Rico. Doesn't cost any more to ship it to Puerto Rico than it would to California or wherever. Still under $5, so not all bad. Made some money, and we still have these 2 to sell. And as you can see here, we still have 3 items to sell. I said 2, but we lotted 2 of them together because it's more profitable to sell them as a pair and only pay 1 shipping charge. And the other one we sold or have it listed for $17.77 and $24.77. Great pickup for 94 cents a piece. That's what makes reselling so much fun, is finding things I've never ever heard of. Never even knew this product existed. Saw them, thought it was interesting, looked them up, bought them, listed them, and making money. That's the name of the game in reselling on eBay. Here at Fletch Flips, we reveal all. Let me get that out there. On these 11 items, I'm going to show you the complete breakdown and the net profit we put in our pocket from 11 super simple things to list, simple to ship, and make a decent little profit on 11 items. They're well worth it. We had 3 Facebook Marketplace sales this weekend. Let's take a look at what we sold. Garage sale. Is the spreader for sale?
Yes. I don't. Let me go get my husband because I don't know how much he's
Okay.
for.
I'm going to deliver one to a guy right now, so I'll buy that.
Yeah, $10 on the spreader?
I'll do that.
Okay.
The spreader you see here in the picture is one that I was on my way to deliver to an individual that purchased it on Facebook Marketplace. And on the way, I came across this garage sale and bought another one. So get that listed right away. And we also sold on Facebook Marketplace this weekend a complete set of women's golf clubs with putter, driver, 3-wood, 5-wood, and the bag. Sold it all for $127. We bought this for $15 at an estate sale back in February. Took about 1 month to sell, but here in Southwest Michigan, the golf season is going to start heating up and people want their clubs. So it's down the road. As I said, the golf season's starting to heat up here in Southwest Michigan. We also sold this nice golf bag on Facebook Marketplace this weekend. Picked this up at a thrift store on sale for $13.51. Well, it wasn't on sale, but we get a 15% off senior discount. So that's what it came up to with tax. We sold it for $77, and the gentleman was very, very pleased because it's a great bag for a great price. Let's see what else we sold this weekend. I put these up for auction last weekend. Derek Jeter, 10 of his Topps 1992 draft pick cards. We had sold these previously at an auction, and they brought like $55 or $56. And the individual gets them and claims that they were fake reprints. What? I bought these with my son when he was like 8-9 years old, back in the right around 92-3, right in there. And we bought them brand new from Card Store. And the Card Store is still around. It happens to be Scott Hosevar, the father of Carson Hosevar, the NASCAR driver. The guy is as reputable as they come. Been around this Kalamazoo area for years and years and years. But I took the return from him. I think the guy was trying to scam me, and I wasn't going to let him keep him. Trust me. And he tried. He kept sending pictures of this and pictures of that, and just a bunch of baloney. I wasn't going for it. He returned them. They were the exact cards I sent, fortunately. I relisted them, and they brought $71 plus the shipping on these. We netted a profit of $64.68. I love it. It's just, I never let someone keep an item. They have to return it to get a refund. And I've had quite a few people that don't return them. And what I tell them is once I get the item returned and I identify my invisible mark that I put on all of my items, then a refund will be issued. I've had numerous people that don't return them. So I think I scare them off. I don't like scammers, but they aren't going to keep my item. So let's see what's next. A Milwaukee brushless impact driver case only. Just the case. There's no tool in it. And that's what we listed it as. We bought this at a garage sale, if I remember correctly. Yeah, $1 at a garage sale. I picked these up if I can identify. This one had on the end what it was. You can see the part number there. I get this here. You can see it here. So I was able to determine what drill or impact driver went with this. So we sold it for $17.77 plus the $13.94 shipping. That gave us a return of $13.03 net profit. Not bad for $1 investment. And we picked up these American Eagle jeans at a thrift store. We paid $5.30 for them. We listed them, took 55 days to sell, but they sold for $22.77 plus $9.23 shipping. That is a return of $14.23, 268% return in 55 days on a $5.30 investment. I think you're getting the drift of the kind of returns you can get on flipping things on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. We also sold another lid. This lid was a 10-inch lid, and the 10-inch lids we sell for $19.77 plus $7.23 shipping. They're not the fastest of sellers, but this is a variation listing, so they can just pick the one they want. That was the last 10-inch lid that we had. It's a nice return for a super simple thing to ship. Now this is the definition of a bolo. Be on the lookout. If you see one of these things, grab it. Needs to be in good condition, a nice flat bottom surface, but they sell. $77.77. My girl Leslie found this as an estate sale. She came a giggling. Look at this, Fletch. We picked up this and like 3 or 4 other pieces for 18 bucks. We valued this one at $5, listed it, and it sold within 2 weeks. Sold over the weekend, $77.77. We ended up making a net profit on this egg poacher after fees, eBay fees, shipping costs, and what have you, of $70.24. Stick around. We're going to give you a complete reveal of everything we made on these items this weekend. At the end of the video, it's going to be complete, that geeky spreadsheet that you all love. So stay tuned. Declutter time is still going on. This little Derringer pistol has been laying in our display case for numerous years. It's not any fun really to take to a range and shoot. It's just kind of a novelty item. And I bought this thing, I think back in 2013 for under $100. I think it was $80, $85. I don't remember exactly. But we put it on gunbroker.com, see what it brings. We started it out at 1 penny starting bid. And it ended up at $142.22. I had it at no reserve. So this individual bought it. And after the gunbroker fees of, what the heck were they? $11.65, we netted $130.57 in our pocket. I love to declutter. We're slimming things down. No sense leaving it around for our estate sale. We may as well get the money and spend it now. Thanks so much for sticking around this long. We greatly appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Now let's take a look at that geeky spreadsheet that I love to do. Let's go. The moment you've all been waiting for. Here it is, the geeky spreadsheet. These items on down are the smalls that we covered in the video. I'll leave this here for a second. If you want to pause it, you can take a look at it. Now let's scroll up and see what all we did. We sold 25 items for the weekend. This column shows you where we purchased them. This is where we purchased, or what the item was that we purchased. And the cost of goods was $107.54 total of what we paid for all these things. The average days to sell was 111 days, and all of that's shown down through here. How many days it took to sell each item. The biggest one was 459, but we still made a 437% return after waiting 459 days. Just a hat, doesn't take up any room. What the heck? Take the return. Total sold price was $1,104.68 gross. Each and every item's shown right here what we sold it for. And what we charged for shipping, $123.77. The cost to ship was $138.43. Pretty darn close. I like it when it's that way. eBay fees was $97.26, including the gunbroker fees of $11.65. That's what they charged to sell that little Derringer pistol. Our net profit was $718.23. Net profit. Return on investment of the $107.54 we invested, we made a 668% return on these items. I tell you, I love this stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. We thank you for watching. Leslie and I greatly appreciate all of our subscribers, and any and all of you that have not subscribed yet. We would greatly appreciate it if you did. Tell us in the comments below what you like about our videos or what you don't like. We'll take all comments, evaluate them, and we will respond. Thank you. Live a crazy good day, and we'll see you next Monday.